Oh, how goes it, everybody? It's Jake from the Down the Middle podcast here to introduce the next episode of Weekly Wrestling Wrap Up. This episode took place, the week of July 23rd, 2007. Not a lot huge happened in wrestling that week, so this episode we spent most of our time furthering our own storylines. We see the fallout from my brutal head kick to Nick from the previous week, so much so that Nick has brain damage. Forgot about that gag. We introduce our new intern. Comedy changes. We'll just say that. And I must let you all know, before any of you get offended, first of all, it's just a joke. And second of all, he is actually doing an imitation of his mother. So, was his idea, not ours. This is our first announcement of the Weekly Wrestling Wrap-Up pay-per-view that's free. Let's see. Oh gosh, it's so old because we reference wrestling DVDs, which honestly I kind of miss because the on-demand stuff it's like they don't sell the documentary DVDs or like the match collections. I kind of miss those days, honestly. And I actually there's an editing mistake that I fixed in this go around because there was a gag where we were going to make the new intern disappear and reappear with something in his hand, but I missed the cue when I was editing, so he actually just moved, so I fixed it. It's like my Star Wars special edition over here. And Joey Holmes issues a challenge to a legitimate WWE wrestler. Check it out.
Greeting, Weekly Wrestling Wrap-Up fans. I'm Hot Stuff Joey Holmes.
I'm Jake Russell.
And I'm Rupert Stallworth.
What is it?
Well, don't act so damn surprised. It's your fault.
What did I do?
Fans, because of last week, Jake escaping from his prison.
Yeah, I craftily, stealthily escaped.
You're not James Bond, Jake.
Oh, MacGyver.
Okay. Because of last week's super kick to Nick's face, Nick was rushed to the hospital after losing consciousness. When he woke up, he thought he was Rupert. Brain damage, call it what you want. Good job.
Thank you.
Now we have to live with a British guy.
Which is karma catching up with me because who likes British guys? You know?
I love him.
I bet you do.
In a platonic way.
Yeah, sure, you
Platonic.
keep defending yourself there, Rupert.
Alright, I don't want you guys to fight. I'm stuck in the middle. I don't want to deal with it. Let's just get to Raw. Wait a minute. There's my notebook. Oh, God, I forgot. Our intern from last week is gone.
But for how long?
Permanent vacation, so... You're right, Alan. Where'd he go?
Wait, we had an intern?
You weren't here.
Was he cute?
Yes. The women loved him. He doesn't like women. So we got a new intern. He's... What do we call him? That's right. Intern!
It's Dr. Holmes!
I need my notebook. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Dr.
intern.
Holmes, number one.
Dude, you hired a ninja.
I was drunk. So, first to...
Start off with Raw.
That's right.
Mamma mia! Because Santino Marella is Italian and he's on Raw. So we made the pizza joke.
It was not my idea.
Hey Joe, is it true that Italians are better at everything than British people?
Look. Intern!
Yes, Dr. Holmes!
Do you have any keys?
Yes, sir.
Go right there.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, Rupert! Rupert, look at the keys. Look at the keys. Look at the keys.
No.
Scientific studies have shown... They've shown that British people cannot resist jingling keys. Now this will distract him while we talk. Look, I don't want you making him mad, alright?
Why not? What can he do? He's
Because if he remembers who he is, he's going to beat your ass. I'm right in the middle. I don't want to be called
Oh,
out.
like I'm afraid of him after what he did to me? Come on.
Look, I don't like this any more than you do, but We just have to deal with
Well,
it.
that's
all right?
funny considering you're the one who brought him on the show in the first place.
Yes, this is all my fault. Everything's my fault because I drink so much. And baby, if you're watching, I don't have a drinking problem. That's beside the point. But look,
Oh.
I don't like to say better than you do, but stop egging him on. If you keep egging him on, I'm gonna do something about it. I don't want this.
But it's so funny.
Okay, intern,
Yes, sir.
go.
Okay.
You okay?
Huh?
Okay. The first thing that happened on Raw, King Booker came out and had a not so gentlemanly talk with Jerry the King Lawler.
Over who would remain king of Monday Night Raw.
Do you guys have a king?
We have a queen.
Fairies.
Who's
Yeah.
absurdly overrated.
Underrated.
Over.
Right.
What did I say?
Hit.
What did I say? They're gonna have a match next week, folks. They're gonna have a match next week. Jerry and Booker are gonna fight. Hopefully Jerry wins because he deserves the title of king. The lovely Mickie James,
Lovely.
lovely Maria
Lovely.
versus lovely Melina and lovely Beth Phoenix, and a pretty good.
Lovely.
That's right. And a pretty good women's tag match. Mickie and Maria pulled out the win. It was awesome. Why do you do that? That's childish.
I know.
Even by my standards.
Still entertaining.
And I'm still 5. Next match was the Woodsmen, which we've dubbed them. Sandman and Hacksaw Jim Duggan versus
Oh!
William Regal.
William Regal! Oh! I love William Regal!
Figured you would.
Oh, William Regal.
And Carlito.
Ooh.
Who doesn't love an annoying pansy-ass, whining British guy?
Who loves an amazing wrestling British wrestler with British?
Amazing.
Alright. And Carlito and William Regal won.
Go
Alright?
save the
Let's just get this damn. Shut up!
queen.
Let's just get this damn segment over with.
Is he choking
Carlito
his
afterward
trumpets?
spit apple into Bobby Lashley's face. Bobby Lashley beat him up.
And Bobby Lashley got mad.
New impression. That's Bobby. Next match. Randy Orton versus Cody. I almost said Cody Banks. That's a movie.
Oh, you're so fun.
My intern thought that was fun.
He's the only one.
Orton won. And then ate Cody Rhodes right there in the middle of the ring. They didn't show it on TV, but I heard about it. Dusty came out and Randy Orton kicked Dusty Rhodes in the head, or he kicked his hair.
And somehow Dusty got a concussion.
It's a shame.
Who would think a blow to the head would cause such trauma?
Don't. Okay, next match. Ken Kennedy versus Jeff Hardy. Awesome match. Jeff Hardy won by countout.
You want my count out because Jonah Holmes says so.
You heard the man. Kendrick and London versus the World's Greatest Tag Team in an OK tag match. World's Greatest Tag Team actually won a match.
Finally.
Touche, Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas. You're no longer in the gut. Okay, yeah, you still are. Next match. And then in the match of champions, the Intercontinental Champion Umaga versus, and the Tag Team Champions, Caden Murdoch versus WWE Champion John Cena and the Women's Champion Candice Michelle. Somewhat of a one-sided affair. Cena and Michelle won.
With help from Jeff Hardy.
Who came out and beat the living crap out of Umaga with a chair, which was awesome. So he'll get another Intercontinental title shot. Cena was beaten down in the ring, and then Orton came out, RKO'd him. He is the new #1 contender for the WWE title, which we're all happy here at Weekly Wrestling Wrap-Up. He'll hopefully get out of mid-card status if he stops trashing hotel rooms.
And hanging out with British guys.
And not hanging around enough with British guys. British gentlemen.
I can't take much more of this.
That's debatable.
I don't have a drink.
Debatable.
Lord, why are you testing me like this? Just because I haven't been to church in like 10 years? Who
Joey,
cares?
Joey, God doesn't exist in this country.
Ow.
Yeah, you think so, don't you? You're just jealous because we're so much better than you.
Well, you're going to be extremely excited by this. Next, we're going to go to ECW with Jake and Rupert.
What?
Don't have a choice. Gotta put him somewhere. He's not sharing
You
SmackDown
can
with
go
me.
put him in the dumpster with the rest of your British collectibles.
How about you put you in the dumpster with your face?
Excuse me,
Dick.
put my what? Put my what?
That's
You know
terrible.
what,
accent.
why
That's
don't
a
you
terrible
why don't
accent.
you go to your kitchen and make yourself some spotted dick to munch on? All right.
That doesn't even make sense.
Yes, it does.
Let's go to ECW.
Fuck you.
Hello, wrestling wrap-up fans. Welcome to the ECW segment. I'm Jake Russell,
And I'm Rupert Steigerwald.
and we're here to tell you what happened on Tuesday night. Okay, first thing that happened was John Morrison came out and spoke about having an open challenge. He had some nobody, probably from OVW, come out and he beat the fuck out of him in like 5 seconds. So, next, it had an advertisement for Triple H saying that he would return at SummerSlam. Really excited about that. And then there was a match between Kevin Thorne and Stevie Richards. Great match. Good old Stevie actually won against Kevin Thorne. It was pretty sweet. And then The Miz.
The Miz! Oh, I love The Miz! The Miz! Oh, I haven't seen wrestling that great since Glacier! Since Glacier! Oh, The Miz! Oh, he is my favorite wrestler of all time. Of all time! You want to see good classic wrestling? Watch The Miz. Watch The Miz. My favorite.
Well, anyway, since you're so obsessed with him, why don't you tell him what incredible feat he did that everyone else on the planet can do?
The Mizard of Oz.
Yeah. Anyway, The Miz fought Little Guido.
Little Guido. Good.
Miz won. Undeservingly.
Deservingly. Very deservingly.
And then The Miz did a
Awesome.
terrible dance
Amazing.
off for Extreme Expose, and they pretended like they were impressed.
I was impressed.
And he did the classic white boy dance floor thing. Sure, you Brits are really good at that.
Now. Get it.
Anyway. Stop it. Then Big Daddy V came out and faced question mark, kicked his ass, probably ate him afterwards. I don't know. And then the main event, CM Punk and Tommy Dreamer team up again. Great combination. They fought Elijah Burke and John Morrison. Awesome match. Really good match. Tommy Dreamer and CM Punk ended up winning. It was awesome. Anyway, Awesome. So anyway, now we're going to go to the SmackDown recap with Joey. Holmes, what are you doing here?
Joey!
I'm here to take care of a little business. Rupert, is it?
Ah, yes, Rupert.
Yeah.
Rupert Steigerwald.
It's good to meet you again.
Nice to meet you too.
Can I see the pan real quick?
Well, sure, mate.
Thanks.
Definitely.
Thanks.
It's a beauty, isn't it? Cast iron.
You're right, it is. It's a nice pan.
Can I see that for a second?
Sure.
Come on. Oh, put a little dinger in it, didn't you? Back.
Hello, welcome to SmackDown. I am Asian Intern, and SmackDown was okay. It was good for some point. It was very good.
Wait.
Very-
Wait.
It was.
Wait. What are you doing in my office?
It was very good.
Uh-huh. I'm sure it was.
I like Joy Holmes.
I didn't order no takeout.
Joy Holmes very good.
Get out of my office.
Okay.
Get out.
Bye, people.
Get out.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that. Let's do the segment like we usually do. I'm Hot Stuff Joey Holmes. Welcome to the TNA SmackDown wrap-up. Asians. Sitting in my damn chair. I regret hiring him now. I do. But I was drinking. Again. Do you people ever wonder why I drink so much? It's because of this show. First, TNA, because Thursday's before Friday. You guys know it. Jeez. Robert Roode with Miss Brooks versus Sting in a no DQ match. Sting won. Awesome match. But who cared? Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin fought. Latin American Exchange. Who cares? Team 3D comes out. Then the Steiner Brothers. Now, I've said a lot of good things about Team 3D over the years. I consider them the greatest tag team in history because of all the tag team title reigns they've had. It's not exactly completely true to what the Steiners have said, and I agree with them for the most part. Steiners had a lot harder time being a tag team in the late 80s, early 90s. The Dudley Boys didn't have as much competition as the Steiners did. I agree with that. Does that make them any less of a team? No. But they were supposed to fight the last pay-per-view. Circumstances, Scott got injured. Apparently it was a lot worse than we thought. But he's back now. Steiners versus Dudley, or Team 3D. But then the former New Age Outlaws actually came out. Voodoo Ken Mafia, to say they were the greatest tag team ever. Sorry, boys. That just ain't true. No freaking way. And then Latin American Exchange comes out. Oh, the fact that they came out just makes me giggle. Oh. Okay, but then they all fought in the ring, so who knows where that's going to show up, but it was a hell of a fight.
They all fought.
AJ Styles fought Abyss in a no DQ match. Actually, a pretty damn good match. There was no... AJ Styles won because the Christian Coalition came out, and then Sting came out, and Christian Coalition beat the holy hell out of Abyss and Sting. Just threw them in glass, tacks, everything. It was terrible. It was awesome. And it got me to thinking, if the Christian Coalition is the most dominant faction in wrestling, are they? Yes. And that's my yes of the week. You're never going to get tired of it, America. You're never going to get tired of it. Now to SmackDown. All right. Now this is what I'm newly crowning the gayest match of the week. Deuce versus Batista. The shit is that. Batista won. Moving on. Cruiserweight Championship match. Jamie Noble fought Little Bastard, also known as Hornswoggle. If I'm pronouncing it right, I don't know. Hornswoggle won, without any help. Jamie Noble should just retire. I'm not much of a fighter. I'm a lover, unless you ask my 4 ex-wives, and then they'll tell you that, well, never mind what they say, it doesn't matter. But he's still the Cruiserweight Champion, folks, and that's just damn funny. They had a Ray promo. Ray's coming back to SmackDown. They won't say when. I want the 916 back. Chavo beat the living crap out of Eugene. At least he wore his cape. MVP and Masters fought Ric Flair and Matt Hardy. Flair and Hardy won. Now, Matt and MVP had a nice little dialogue exchange after the match. And it's back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. Hardy wants another title shot, so they're going to fight here eventually. And that's my... nothing. I got nothing for that. Mark Henry fought a nobody and won. This is my stop it of the week. Mark Henry, stop it. I don't have anything to drink all day. I'm completely sober. I hate it. The biggest news in wrestling is Ron Simmons is Theodore Long's best man. Damn! I'm just going to give you a few seconds to let it sink in. If you're going to shed a tear, shed it. By the way, Edge is bitter. Go figure. Kane fought a British guy, and it wasn't the one on our show. I hate being sober. And Kane won. Jimmy Wang Yang and Tori Wilson fought Kenny Dykstra and Victoria. Jimmy Wang and Tori won. Good for them. Kali had a celebration party. Now, I've never actually lived in India. I don't know really what the celebration parties are like in India. I figure they'd be a little more hardcore than the one we saw tonight. Kali doing bad white man dancing surrounded by pretty good looking women, not doing any belly dancing. It was very disappointing. But, and the biggest shocker of the week, the new contender for the World Heavyweight title is Batista. I didn't see it coming. Oh my God, I didn't see it coming. So they'll fight probably at SummerSlam. But that's it for TNA SmackDown wrap-up. Just for shits and giggles. Have anything else to add?
No, but shits and giggles are fun.
Okay. I'm still sober. Jake and Nick have now gone into training full-time for their match, which, by the way, fans, I must remind you, our first ever Weekly Wrestling Wrap-Up pay-per-view that's free, I just broke my wrist, is in 2 weeks. The main event, Jake versus Nick, grudge match for the ECW segment. I'm looking forward to it, but I would love to see both of them just beat the crap out of each other. So, as we do every week, we're going to do... I didn't see you sitting there.
I've been here the whole time, Joey Holmes.
You have a hole in your shirt.
I know.
You fix it later?
Yeah, Singapore came. My mom is angry.
Do you love Joey Holmes?
I love Joey Holmes. Long time.
I had to make him say it. As we do every week, we have our memorable match of the week. This week, it's a series of 3. A trifecta, if you will. Ric Flair and Rick Steamboat's rivalry finally culminated into 3 classic matches for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. One at Clash of Champions 6, one at Wrestle War 89, and the other at Cheatown Rumble 89. 3 classic matches where they traded the belt back and forth, but Flair ultimately coming out on top 2 out of 3 matches, but classic. I suggest the Cheatown Rumble is on the Greatest Wrestling Stars of the 80s DVD, and Wrestle War and Clash of Champions are on the Ric Flair DVD. I suggest having them all. It's a great trilogy of matches. So, my 2 co-hosts are in training to fight each other. I am sober, and I miss my martini glass. I kind of miss Mark a little bit because he could get me drinks. I don't think you understand when I ask you to get me a drink, do you?
What kind of drink? Mountain Dew?
He just doesn't get it.
I can give you sake.
I don't want no sucky.
No, sake.
I don't want sucky. I'm not like that. No matter what my ex-wives may tell people,
No.
I don't like sucky from guys.
No, sake. Sake, $5.
I pay you
No, bottle sake for $5.
Suck my bottle for $5. No, I'm not doing it. That's it. I'm too sober. Alright, so I guess that's the end of the show.
Oh no, wait. Joey Holmes, I forgot something. I forgot. I have a letter from Batista.
You've got to be freaking kidding me, Batista. Oh, from my segment last week. Let's see what that former world champion had to say. Dear Hot Stuff Joey Holmes. He didn't put the hot stuff, but it's obvious that that's me.
Cannot say that without hostile.
Exactly. He knows it. That's why we're going to keep him around. Dear Hot Stuff Joey Holmes, I was very offended by your segment last week. I order you to cease and desist any more. Are you freaking kidding me? Is he freaking kidding me? Alright. You know what? With this pay-per-view coming up, I hold a challenge for Batista. You stand me up, you make me look like a fool. It's it. I'm done. I'm done, Batista. With you. So, in 2 weeks, at the Weekly Wrestling Wrap-Up pay-per-view, I challenge you, Batista, to a match. Make any type of match that you want. I could really care less. I can beat you with my eyes closed. Well, or with my glasses off, because without my glasses, I can't see it anyway. So, if that's the stipulation you want, that's what you're going to get. Instead of sending me little childish letters, I'm going to make sure I beat your ass in front of the world to show what kind of wuss you are. And to show that you really can't wrestle. So, he's not scared of you either, Batista. Don't touch me. So, I guess this is an open challenge, Batista. Instead of sending me little emails, show up to our arena. Show up for the match. Don't be such a little bitch. Or, wait here just 1 second. Entertain the audience.
Okay. Hello, everyone, from Wrestling Weekly Wrap Up. I like to wrap up sushi. Wrap up is fun. Okay, I'm supposed to entertain. I don't know how.
Shut up.
Okay. Okay, very good.
You see you, Batista? You see you? Okay. Within 1 minute of the match, your arm's gonna be broken. F it. Both arms are broken. Behind your back. Up. Up. You lost an elbow pad. Look at that. You're clumsy. Your arm's even more broke. Your spine is no longer intact. Your neck's broken. Now you're a strong guy, so you probably keep going. Ankle's gone, other ankle's gone, you're in the fetal position, you're crying to me. Stop, Joey Holmes, stop beating me up. You're hot stuff, I'm nothing, I'm not the animal. I'm taking the name the animal. That's what my ex-wives called me in bed. But, this is what you're gonna look like after our pay-per-view. So if you have the balls to come and fight me, to look like this, then you're a brave soul. I just got one more thing to do. You I don't need to say much more. I'm Hot Stuff Joey Holmes. See you next week.
And I'm Asian Intern. Good job, Joey Holmes. He kicked you out, Batista. Kick your ass. Very good. Good job. Yeah.
So what do you think about those comments?
Well, Mean Gene, I'll tell you what I think about those comments. We've been on for 6 weeks now, and I'll tell you something, we don't have any fan feedback, and that's gotta stop. We gotta know what you think about us, whether we should keep going, or whether we should back off a bit. Tell them, Hawk!
Well, I think if we don't get any more comments, we're just gonna have to quit the show. And you don't want that now, do ya?
No, you don't!
No, you don't.
No!
No, you don't.
No, you don't!
No,